fifth grade.
What kind of cage or enclosure is being used to house the mice used in the rodent research study?
That's a great question. In fact, we in the crew, we're in an enclosure called the International Space Station, and we roam around inside, but life support is provided for us inside. Mice, of course, can be a little bit dirty, so we have them inside their own habitat. It's designed to keep them very comfortable and very safe. It provides them the right atmosphere to breathe. It also provides them food and water. And it's designed also to be maintainable so we can clean it. So they have their own little habitat, boxes about this big, a couple of them, to keep the mice safe and secure.
Cody Coleman, 11th grade.
What is the form of power on the ISS? Is solar energy used to charge batteries and then everything is run on DC power?
That's a good question. We have a very extensive power distribution system integrated into the International Space Station. And we use the sun's energy, which illuminates on solar rays. In fact, when you watch the ISS fly over from the ground, which many of you I know have, it's very bright. And it's so bright because of the sun's reflections off the solar rays. The sun's energy is collected in the solar rays and turned into electricity, and charges batteries, large batteries that are mounted outside, so that we can continue to have power inside when we're in our orbital nighttime. And then that power is distributed around the space station. It's reduced in voltage, but it's mostly direct current, 120 volt direct current through the station. And then we have inverters on board the station to turn it into AC power for different users. And we distribute the power to all the modules inside the space station to run the pumps, to run the fans, to run the experiments, to run the lighting, all of the equipment that we have on board.
John Larson, 10th grade.
Do the mice used in the rodents research study just float around in their enclosure?
I'm sorry, could you repeat the question? I didn't quite hear it.
Do the mice used in the rodent research study just float around in their enclosure?
Well, the enclosure is not that big. It's a box about like this, and inside they have some wire mesh to be able to climb on, and they actually spend a lot of time running around the outside of the enclosure, so they're able to grab a hold just fine, and they acclimate. They have acclimated very well to zero G. And they do very well, acting like rodents do, often just mostly running around on their own and interacting with one another as they normally do on the ground.
Jasmine Gable, 8th grade.
How long does it take to notice the loss of muscle